aimed at molding the understanding and passion for mathematics among young learners. This is the Equationators, your equation fanatical educators. Greetings, students! This video will focus on Grade 10 Alternative Delivery Mode Mathematics Quarter 2, Module 2, solving problems involving polynomial functions. With Equationator Nash, you will be guided to making sense of the world that is made up of numbers, line, and variables.
What is it? Solving problems involving polynomial functions is a fundamental aspect of algebra. It primarily involves understanding the nature of polynomial functions, which are mathematical expressions consisting of variables and coefficients. Briefing. To get the perimeter of a square, we need to add the lengths of all the four sides or simply multiply the length of a square are congruent with each other. Thus, the perimeter P of a square with side S is computed using P equals 4S. We can also conclude from this formula that the perimeter of a square depends on the measure of its sides. Therefore, P is a function of S, or P of S equals 4 times S. On the other hand, the area A of a square with side S is computed using A equals S times 2. On the other hand, the area A of a square with side S is computed using A equals S squared. From the formula, we can conclude that the area of a square depends on the length of its side. Thus, A is a function of S, or A of S equals S squared. The formula is P of S equals 4 times S, so the value of S is 4. So P times 4 equals 4 times 4. So 4 times 4 equals 16. So the answer is P4 equals 16 units. The solution of the area of a square is computed by squaring the length of the side of a square. This means that the length of the side is multiplied by itself. The formula of the area is A of S equals S squared. So the value of S is 4. So A of 4 equals 4 squared. So 4 squared is 16. So the answer is 16 square units. Furthermore, to compute for the volume or capacity of the box, we multiply the area of the base B with the height x of the box. Thus, the volume of the box is V equals Bx, which when further solved will give us V equals 4x cubed minus 16x squared plus 16x. This again tells us that V depends on x. Thus, V's are function of x, or V of x equals Bx, or that V of x equals 4x cubed minus 16x squared plus 16x. The solution is to compute the volume of the box. An example of a rectangular prism, multiply the area of the base of the box by the height of the box. So B of x equals B times x. So the value of B and x is V of x equals the quantity of 4 minus 2x squared times x in the perimeter and areas. So V of x equals the quantity of 16 minus 16x plus 4x squared times x. So the 16 minus 16x plus 4x squared is multiplied by x. So the result is 16x minus 16x squared plus 4x cubed. So the answer now is V of x equals the quantity of 4x cubed minus 16x squared plus 16x cubic units. So these three cases are basic application of polynomial functions. The P of S equals 4S, A of S equals S squared, and V of x equals 4x cubed minus 16x squared plus 16x. Now let's take a look at more applications of polynomial functions. Examples. Example number 1. A cube has a capacity of 125 cm cube. What is the length of its edge? The solution is b of cube equals s squared. So the value of b equals 125 centimeter cube equals s cube. So cube, the square root of 125 centimeter cube equals cube of the square root of s cube. So the answer of cube, the square root of 125 centimeter cube is 5 centimeter. And the answer of cube square root of s cube is the answer is 5 centimeter. Therefore, the length of the edge of the cube is 5 centimeters. Example number 2. Find the polynomial function which represent the volume of a rectangular prism and with the zeros 3, -3, and 1. The solution is to find the function representing the volume of the prism. We use the formula VR that prism equals LWH. The zeros shall be transformed as factor as these factors will be substitute as the length, width, and height of the prism. Follow the steps below. Here's the solution. VR dot prism equals L times W times H. So we have x equals 3 and x minus 3 and x equals -3, x plus 3, x equals 1, and x minus 1. And we have equal x minus 3, x plus 3, and x plus 1. So we need to combine and multiply the given. So x cubed plus 3 times 3 equals 9, and copy the x minus 1. After we multiply the second method, so we have the answer. So the answer is VR that prism equals x cubed minus x squared minus 9x plus 9. Therefore, the polynomial function that represents the volume of the rectangular prism is v of x equals x cubed minus x squared minus 9x plus 9, the cubic units.
And that wraps up today's lesson, solving problems involving polynomial function. This has been your Equationator Nash saying that one must love mathematics. This is your equations enthusiastic educator, aspiring to inspire a love for numbers and problem solving in the hearts of the next generation. See you next time.